Good to see you, Tom. What brings you in today?
Well, doctor, I'm a diabetic, but I have a real sweet tooth. Can you tell me if there are any desserts like cake, for example, that is safe for diabetics?
Well, Tom, the truth is, living with diabetes doesn't mean you can't indulge in your favourite desserts. You just have to arm yourself with the right information. I have an informative video that addresses your question perfectly that we can watch together and then discuss any questions you may have. Sound good?
That sounds fantastic. I'm all ears.
Let's do it then.
Did you know you can enjoy desserts even if you're diabetic? Sounds unbelievable, right? Often, when we think about diabetes, we imagine a life devoid of sweet treats, a life where sugar becomes the enemy. But this is a common misconception. The truth is, living with diabetes doesn't mean you can't indulge in your favorite desserts. Welcome to the world of diabetic-friendly desserts, a world where sugar restrictions don't mean taste restrictions. Imagine savoring a slice of cake, a scoop of ice cream, or a piece of pie, all without the guilt or worry. Sounds dreamy, doesn't it? These aren't just figments of a sweet tooth's imagination, but real, tangible treats that can be enjoyed by diabetics. They're crafted with careful consideration of ingredients and portion sizes to ensure they're not just delicious, but also healthy for those managing their blood sugar levels. So, how exactly do these diabetic-friendly desserts work? Let's delve into the science behind them. To understand diabetic-friendly desserts, we first need to understand the basics of diabetes. Diabetes is a chronic condition that affects the way the body processes blood sugar, also known as glucose. For those living with diabetes, maintaining stable blood sugar levels is crucial to their overall health. When we consume food, our bodies break it down into various components, one of which is sugar. This sugar enters our bloodstream, and our bodies produce insulin, a hormone that helps the sugar move from the blood into the cells where it's used for energy. But in people with diabetes, this process doesn't work as it should. The body either doesn't produce enough insulin, or the cells don't respond to it properly, resulting in high blood sugar levels. Sudden spikes in blood sugar can be harmful, which is why it's important for people with diabetes to carefully manage their diet. And this brings us to the topic of desserts. Traditional desserts are often high in sugars and can cause these harmful spikes in blood sugar. So, how can we make desserts more diabetic-friendly? The answer lies in the glycemic index. The glycemic index is a measure of how quickly a particular food can raise your blood sugar levels. Foods with a high glycemic index cause a rapid rise in blood sugar, while foods with a low glycemic index cause a slower, more gradual rise. Diabetic-friendly desserts are designed with this in mind. They are made with ingredients that have a low glycemic index, minimizing the risk of a sudden blood sugar spike. For example, instead of using refined white sugar, which has a high glycemic index, these desserts might use sweeteners like stevia or erythritol, which have a much lower glycemic index. In addition, diabetic-friendly desserts often incorporate high-fiber ingredients like whole grains and nuts. Fiber slows down the digestion and absorption of sugars, helping to further stabilize blood sugar levels. Now that we understand the science, what exactly goes into a diabetic-friendly dessert? Diabetic-friendly desserts aren't just about eliminating sugar. It's a common misconception, but the reality is far more delicious. It's about smart swaps and careful selection of ingredients that not only satisfy your sweet tooth, but also keep your blood sugar levels in check. Let's start with sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners, such as stevia or sucralose, are often used in place of sugar. These sweeteners have 0 or negligible calories and are reported to not affect blood sugar levels, making them an excellent choice for our desserts. But remember, moderation is key, as overuse can lead to a bitter aftertaste. Next, we have whole grains. These are a powerhouse of nutrients and are high in dietary fiber. The fiber slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing spikes in blood sugar levels. Whole wheat flour, oatmeal, and brown rice are some examples that can be easily incorporated into desserts. Now let's talk about fruits. Fruits like berries, cherries, peaches, apricots, apples, oranges, and pears have a lower glycemic index. This means they have a lesser impact on blood sugar levels compared to other fruits. Incorporating these fruits into your desserts not only brings in natural sweetness, but also adds a burst of flavor and color. Don't forget about the power of spices. Cinnamon, for instance, not only adds a warm and comforting flavor, but also has the potential to lower blood sugar levels. Nutmeg, cloves, and ginger can also be used to enhance the flavor of your dessert without adding any extra sugar. The use of nuts and seeds, like almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds, can provide a nice crunch to your desserts. They are high in fiber and healthy fats, which can help regulate blood sugar levels. Finally, dark chocolate. Yes, you heard it right. Dark chocolate, especially those with 70% or more cocoa, have less sugar and more fiber compared to milk chocolates. Plus, they are rich in antioxidants and can satisfy your chocolate cravings. With these ingredients, it's possible to create a wide array of delicious diabetic-friendly desserts. So, who said being diabetic means missing out on the sweet things in life? What kind of diabetic-friendly desserts can you make with these ingredients? Now, that's the question that's probably on your mind. Let's dive right in and explore some delightful options that are not only delicious, but also considerate of your health. Firstly, let's talk about cheesecake. Yes, you heard it right. A cheesecake that fits right into a diabetic-friendly menu. But how? Well, we replace the regular sugar with a sugar substitute, and voila! You have a sugar-free cheesecake. It's creamy, it's delightful, and it won't cause a dangerous blood sugar spike. Next, let's wander into the world of brownies. Who doesn't love a good brownie? But wait, isn't it filled with sugar and carbs? Not these ones. We're talking about almond flour brownies. Almond flour is low in carbs and high in healthy fats and fiber, making it a great choice for diabetics. The result? A moist, chocolatey brownie that's just as satisfying as its sugar-laden counterpart. And what about a classic dessert like fruit salad? Fruit is naturally sweet, but sometimes we crave a little extra sweetness. Enter artificial sweeteners. They can give your fruit salad that extra oomph without the added sugar. Remember to choose fruits that are lower in sugar, like berries, peaches, or apples, to keep it diabetic-friendly. But we're not stopping there. The world of diabetic-friendly desserts is vast and varied. There's coconut flour pancakes, chia seed pudding, protein-packed smoothies, sugar-free ice cream, and so much more. Each of these treats is a testament to the fact that a diabetes diagnosis doesn't have to mean the end of dessert. It's all about making smart swaps and mindful choices. So, whether you're a seasoned baker or a kitchen novice, these desserts are not only possible but also incredibly satisfying. They prove that you can have your cake or cheesecake or brownie or fruit salad and eat it too, without compromising your health. So, as you can see, being diabetic doesn't mean you have to miss out on the sweet things in life. It just means finding new ways to enjoy them. So, go ahead, indulge your sweet tooth. You deserve it. Diabetic-friendly desserts are a game changer for those managing their blood sugar levels. As we've explored today, there's a whole world of sweet treats that can be enjoyed without causing a spike in glucose. The science behind these desserts is fascinating, utilizing ingredients that are low in sugar and high in fiber, proteins, and healthy fats. These elements work together to slow down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, allowing for a more steady and controlled blood sugar response. We've delved into the ingredients that make these desserts possible, from natural sweeteners like stevia and erythritol to high-fiber flours and nutrient-dense nuts. We've also shared examples of the types of desserts that can be made, from fluffy cakes to creamy cheesecakes and even gooey brownies. Remember, managing diabetes doesn't have to mean giving up on your favorite treats. With diabetic-friendly desserts, you can have your cake and eat it too.
Wow, that puts a whole new perspective on my diabetes diagnosis. Maybe my life is not over after all.
No, Tom, you have numerous tasty options to pamper your sweet tooth. And I have a sugar substitute reference guide that will help you use all your old recipes by simply substituting your favourite sweetener. All you have to do is click the link in the description and it's yours free.
Gee, thanks, doctor. I'm going to download that right now.
And you should download it right now too. Until next time, thanks for joining us today.